y'all, it's Jen with Cyber and You, and today we are going to talk a little bit about the HP Tango. It is a kind of a style meets functions wiki little printer. It's voice activated printing. You can print and scan from anywhere. It works with Google Assistant or Alexa, so it's going to be super convenient, hopefully, to use and have around. It's got a smart app that goes along with it, and so I'll walk you through how to use that and how that works from my Pixel phone. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm excited to get it unboxed, take a look at it, see what it looks like, show you guys, and see it in action. Alright, so we've got the HP Tango here completely unboxed. All I've done so far really is I've plugged in the power cord in the back here, got that plugged in, it's powered on. It's got some pretty cool edge lighting here. I don't know if you can tell really well, but it's got blue light here. It's rotating blue here, just really letting me know that it's ready for a Wi-Fi setup. I do already have the Smart app installed on my phone, so we'll run through that next and kind of getting everything set up, get you up and running. Here are the two ink cartridges that came with it in the box. I just took them out of their encasements. We've got your tricolor here and your black, so we're going to go get these installed. I'll show you how to do that. It's got a pretty nifty little swing arm here, nice and compact. I don't know if you see here at the bottom. Kind of flips open. I'm going to swing that back in. So hold your paper and everything. It's pretty cool. I'm not really going to need that quite yet, so push that back in there. Just open up the lid, take your first look. Right here, it's got a little indentation for your finger. Go ahead and press that. We're going to lift up that tray. It only goes about like 45 degrees. I'm going to rest the lid back on it. So here are your two bays for your two ink cartridges. Pretty self-explanatory. It's got the pink to match up with your tricolor cartridge and your black for your black. So let's go ahead and get those installed. Okay, so we've got kind of a close-up view for you here to watch me get these ink cartridges installed. The printer does actually come with a nifty little picture step-by-step to get these cartridges in their places if you were to have any further questions after watching our video. So let's get started. We will start with the color ink here. It does come with protective tape on the top. So you're just going to want to peel that right off. And let's go ahead and get it situated. You're just going to put it in, label up, like facing you where you can read the text correctly. Once you get it kind of situated in that well, you're going to push from the top part right here. It kind of has a divot for your finger. So push right down. And that's going to lock it in place, just like that. Let's do the black now. I've already taken off the protective tape here on this one too. So we're going to set that right down into the ink well, situated. So again here, we're going to press from the top to lock it in, just like that. And it's not easy. We've got both of our ink cartridges installed, so let's keep going. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the Smart app that goes along with the HP Tango. So to get it set up, you do have to have this app installed. I'm going to do this from my Pixel phone, and I've already got it installed, so let's get that up and running. You can see in the background that the HP Tango is flashing blue on its edge lighting. That's kind of letting me know that it is ready for Wi-Fi setup. So once you log into the app for HP Smart, you will see kind of a general interface where it gives you options to camera scan to email, print your photos, order ink cartridges. You can print Facebook photos, which is kind of cool. And towards the bottom, it's got some informational links and ways you can personalize your experience with your printer. But for now, let's go ahead and just actually get the printer set up. So if you see here at the top, It's got an icon where it actually tells you get started by adding a printer. Let's do that. Okay, it's going to search for the printer, and you do want to make sure that your HP Tango is flashing blue, that rotating blue color, to let you know that it's ready to actually set up. We're going to wait and see if it finds it. It says no printer found, which is fine because we do want to set up a new printer, so let's do that. And now it should find it, and there we go. So it found it there, Tango HP setup. Let's go ahead and select it. And then here you're going to enter your own Wi-Fi information for your router and your password. So go ahead and enter it here. Okay, so once you've entered your Wi-Fi information, it's going to go through its steps to find the printer and start setting it up, figuring out what its IP address is, and then finally kind of finishing the connection. So it's running through its steps right now. It's found the printer. Okay, so it looks like we are ready to continue now that the printer is connected to our Wi-Fi. So let's go ahead and hit continue. Okay, so it's going to check our printer status. And my HP Tango did stop the rotating blue color. So you want to make sure that your printer also does that. So it may take a minute for it to find all of its status information, so I'm going to give it some time to do that. Okay, and it looks like we're almost there. It says there is a plugin missing, so let's go ahead and hit continue here to get it installed. I'm going to hit install here. I'm just going to download it from the Google Play Store. All right, so let's go back to our HP Smart app. Okay, so to be able to use the printer, it's letting us know that there's other options we can download from 123.hp.com. I'm not going to really choose to do that right now, but if you want to, you would go ahead and hit send the link to get started there. And then my setup is complete. So let's go ahead and test this out and get something printed. All right, so we are going to get something printed. All right, so let's go back into the Smart app. Let's just do print documents. I'm just going to choose whatever I have on my phone. Let's see, sure, a menu. Cedar Creek Pub. I spend a lot of money there. Okay, so let's see if we can go ahead and print this. Gives me a preview of it. All right, let's hit print. All right, so this is the plugin we already installed. Yes, go ahead and use it. Do I want to allow the plugin? Yes, hit allow. All right, so here it's going into the properties, asking me how many copies of it I want, if I want the whole thing printed. So let me just scroll through. I don't really need any more options here at the bottom. I'm fine with the default here, so let's hit the print button. It says it's printing there at the top. And voila, it's also printing on the HP Tango. So we'll take a look at it when it comes out, see what we think. All right. There we go, the menu that I needed. All right, so I've already showed you how to print directly to the printer from the HP Smart app using my mobile device. Now let's do kind of a demonstration of just printing to the printer with a voice command. I'm going to be using my Amazon Smart device since we already have an Echo Dot set up here in the studio. Beforehand, I have already signed up with HP and created an account for my printer, which assigned it an email address. You will need that information when you go into the Alexa app to add the HP Smart skill to it. And you'll need to enter all of that information to get it all set up and configured. So I've already done that. It was really simple to do. So when you're adding that HP Smart skill, you'll see it'll give you all sorts of cool suggestions of things that you can print. Notebook paper, grid paper, to-do lists, calendars, Crayola coloring sheets, all sorts of things. So you may want to spend some time looking at that skill to see what the possibilities really are. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. Alexa, tell my printer to print me a Crayola coloring sheet.
I have sent a Crayola coloring page to your printer.
Okay, cool. So, worked great. It's gone ahead and printed that out for me. Pretty neat. I've done this a couple of times just as a test, and it kind of randomizes it and gives you a different one every time you try it, so I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I guess we can go ahead and start to wrap up these tutorial videos. If there's anything that you would find helpful that wasn't in the video, feel free to let us know so that we can make sure we provide that content for you in the description. So guys, we hope you enjoyed our review of the HP Tango. We talked about how style meets functionality with this printer when it's in place in your home. We talked about how you can print and scan from anywhere using the Smart app that goes along with the printer. We went over it being voice activated and it working with the Google Assistant and with Alexa as examples. And I talked about a couple of the...
I'm not sure.
She heard me. Anyways, we talked about a couple of the cool covers that are available for it, and it overall being a pretty great little printer. I was pretty impressed with it, and it's also got a lot of good reviews online, so hopefully you found all of this helpful, and if you've stuck with us this far, and then make sure you like and subscribe to Cyber and You. Thanks.